sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends, now I'm okay, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, there's Louie and Hunter too, no telling what they're gonna do. You know he's got more than 1 million fans, yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? It's Thursday. Looking at some video here from Laplace. I got the name right. Actually, saw a good friend last night at softball lessons that grew up in the area. He lived in Laplace, and we had a lot of stories to tell about this storm. And some of these roads that I traveled on, Donald lived on. So this devastating scenes like that all across Louisiana, and I just did a power report. Still 900,000 plus without power, plus 37,000 I think I showed in Mississippi. So terrible. And now, of course, this morning, we got inland flooding. I think New York's first ever flood emergency for New York City last night. They had 5 inches within a couple hours, and the subway system was underwater. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you know, we had tornadoes, like massive tornado videos yesterday, all from Ida. Everything panned out like it was unfortunately predicted. So we'll talk about all that for sure. This is our daily brew. Good morning. I'm just a weather junkie, nothing official on our site. So always refer to National Hurricane Center or National Weather Service for official information. There's a lot of great weather sites out there if you don't like ours. This is Louie, by the way. I did go to the groomer, Jeff. Only reason I get my hair cut is I don't have to comb my hair for a couple weeks. So anyway, hey, big shout out to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. Big supporters of our Drunk Donkey Nation, Mike's weather page. We're going to visit one in Pensacola, Panama City this weekend. We are heading to Panama City. I'm actually staying in a house on Mexico Beach. I'll be sharing the fine ladies' details because they reached out, hooked me and my family up. So there'll be no live tomorrow or Monday. But But I will be updating weather all weekend long. I got my laptop, so I'll still be posting just the live. Though we won't be doing a live. And the tropics are quiet. Hopefully, we got a little something brewing. Invest 91. What's up, Jamelia Rooney? What's up, Derek from South Jacks? Got some rain here. Michael Faulkner, John Ferguson. Hey, John. By the way, I got your email up. John Ferguson in the Cayman Islands. He wanted me to share this story. He wanted to thank Greg Montgomery from Furman. They have 8 generators that they had to work together to get them shipped from Miami. So he wanted me to do a big shout out to Greg, Jeff, and the whole crew at Furman for taking care of them professionally and caring. And it's so cool to hear of our big supporters that support our fans. That is great. And I appreciate everybody reaching out to the La Quinta. Thinking about doing something special. Everybody always says, what can you do? What can you do? I think when I get back from our trip, I'm going to try to find out maybe some of the employees that worked at that hotel, and maybe we can put together a little something for them because they were so accommodating. And there's going to be a lot of people up there without jobs for a long time. And like I shared a story yesterday, somebody said probably what was the most heartbreaking thing I saw was the kid that was basically leaning on the fence, realizing that he's not going to have a job now for a while because the hotel obviously is not going to be open. So those are real life, like, oh crap moments, when you realize you just lost your job. And I give him props for working and caring about his job. But all right, so we're gonna put Louis down. We'll go say hi to your brother now. Then we're gonna talk weather. Okay. So the news today is breaking. The scenes out of Pennsylvania, Bridgeport, I'm watching right now. Massive flooding going on in Pennsylvania from Ida. We had, everybody's going to focus on New York City, but man, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, I'm sure all the towns. And now the flood threat's going to Massachusetts right now. I think there's still flood emergencies going on here in Massachusetts, Delaware, Rhode Island. So, 2 record rainfalls for that area from Henri just a short week or so ago, and now Ida. Who would have thought that you'd have 2 tropical systems creating so much hell? Who would have thought, right? Ida stretched from Louisiana to the northeast. What's up, crabby old man? How can you be crabby wishing everybody good morning over there on YouTube? Flooding, wildfires out west, yes. Bad tornadoes, man. There's that video I shared New Jersey yesterday. It was crazy. I think, let's see how many tornado warnings that we had yesterday. I have a link somewhere. Let's see, tornado stats. This is on tornadohq.com. Here's all tornado warnings. We had, this is all Maryland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So New Jersey, New York. These were all tornado. That stopped 16 hours ago. So these are all tornado warnings yesterday. A dozen plus from Ida. Crazy, huh? And look at this. This isn't good. We still got big rains expected for later today and gusty squalls for lower Louisiana. They can't catch a break. And it's going to be hot. Did you see the heat advisories yesterday? Unbelievable heat advisories in that region. 900,000 customers plus with no power. You add in heat advisories and those linemen working. Ugh. Yeah, so Corey, so New York City, the subways are just incredible seeing these videos of water coming in. I mean, and sadly, I think I've heard it's up to 9 deaths so far in the New Jersey, New York area. Don't quote me on it, I'm not 100%, but those are likely flooding. People waking up to floodwaters in their homes, a lot of basements, and people laugh when I started talking about TikTok. TikTok once it figures out your algorithm, I saw a lot of firsthand videos this morning of flooding on TikTok that you won't see in the news, man. It's really, I tell people you can see things on TikTok before it hits the news because it's all firsthand information. Let's see if I can find one here. Prove me. Let's see here. That one's I already. Oh, that's a fire one there. A lot of. There's one particular I wanted to find. This one's not good. Look at this one. This one's water coming out of the outlet. There was water coming out of the electrical outlet. Crazy. All right, so let's talk about weather. Let's talk about tropics. All right, so we know Ida's bringing rain, unfortunately, today. Let's look at future radar real quick. Let's just give everybody an idea what the heck's happening and when it's going to be ending. And look at this, Florida, man. We just got hammered here 2 seconds ago. Still, look at that. This is still lingering connected, believe it or not. You could argue, look at that. That moisture tail is still rotating up there around Ida. One thing we've learned with these strong hurricanes is that energy stays behind for days, and we saw that with Irma, and we're seeing it with Ida. You know, the day after tomorrow. And people are actually showing scenes. What was that movie in New York? I think it was the day after tomorrow or something. But people are actually comparing some of the scenes that they're seeing to that. Oh, the dogs are snoring. We might have to move them. So here's look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. All right, we're gonna move the dogs. It's a snoring morning. But there you go. There's all this energy connected all the way down to Florida. And unfortunately, we're going to have some lingering into Louisiana today. All right, we got to move the dogs. They're snoring. Come on, boys. Come here. Yeah, I know you're happy and everything, but we got to move. We got to move. He's snoring too loud. Okay, right there. There you go. They're snoring way too loud. Hey, by the way, who sent this shirt, by the way? I got some cool swag. The Amazon list blew me away. We're going to do a special supporters video in our group chat that we're going to be able to stream to YouTube too. Those supporters, I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. I'm not 100%. That blew me away. Thank you so much. Amazon yesterday was crazy. But look, I don't know who sent this. Hurricane Hair Don't Care. So, that was a joke. Somebody must have found it on Amazon. No name was attached. Jackie, I don't know anything about that. Oh, you did, Stacy. Well, you rock. Thank you, Stacy Askew. Cheers. That's awesome. I'm going to wear it up. I'm going to wear that this weekend. All right, fans are great. We got the coolest crew in the world. All right, let's look at future radar real quick because it's still raining up northeast, big time. And then we're going to talk about the tropics. I've been not wanting to share the CMC model. Remember I talked about the CMC was the only one showing anything from Invest 91. Well, now the ensembles, the GFS ensembles are now, a couple of them are hinting that Invest 91 might be a little something next week to watch. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. And let's look at future radar real quick for today. Get an idea what we got. So this is by noontime. So by noontime, most of it's going to be out of the northeast. So Ida will be gone officially by lunchtime. A little bit in Maine. But this is throughout the day today. We got more tail action linked to Ida. Look at that. This is 2 o'clock today. So lingering rains down in the Florida Peninsula today. Still. And I'm going to get a text from Emily in about... During this little show, Emily's going to text me. Are we going to practice tonight? She probably just got the rain and now she's worried about softball practice. But so there it is. That's today. So Ida will be gone very, 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 very soon. And then all we got left are some lingering coastal rains for Carolina Outer Banks, noontime. And then we got this stretch of rain coming down to Florida here. In fact, let's zoom in on that real quick. And see... Not the UK. This is a new parameter, by the way, that I like. But we're not looking at that one. We're going to look at North Carolina. We're going to look at the southeast here. And then we can look at radar. All right. So this is throughout the day today. This is 3 o'clock tonight. So now to 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. right here. 3 p.m. Then later tonight, here's 6 o'clock. So now to 6 o'clock. So throughout the day today, Florida Peninsula, unfortunately, we got storms up here in Louisiana again. So by tonight, 7 o'clock, we got this stretch right here. We're watching Louisiana, Panhandle, and Outer Banks for rain. All right, so enough about rain. So we got Invest 91. Let's just talk about that one first, then we'll talk about Larry. I see a lot of conspiracy theories about Larry. There's a lot of people in the world that want to see a bad storm defy models. But as of now, Larry is not looking like it's going to be the one yet. So we'll talk about that. All right, so Invest 91, here we go. Not a lot of spaghetti models on it yet. This is Invest 91. These kind of like all over the place. I would not look at these yet. These are more tab suite. They're not always the best. When you look at Tropical Tidbits, Levi's site, they're not even really hardly running yet. Oh, we just got a fresh one though. There's 12Z. These are a little more. So that's what you got. All right, that's what you got. So in the short term, the next 3 or 4 days, it's got a lot of land, a lot of Central American rain. But by Monday, we could have low pressure down in the Bay of Campeche. And when I say BOC, it's because it's a lot easier to write that than Bay of Campeche. So when we got that Sunday, Monday, we're going to have to kind of watch it. All right. And why is that? Well, we got to. Anytime you get a low pressure system in the Bay of Campeche. All right, so let's look at all the model runs here real quick. We'll show you Larry too. Well, let's just focus on the Gulf for now. I got to have something to talk about for an hour. The J storm didn't last long. Yeah, who said it's 70 out? It's freaking nice. We've got our first cool snap up north. All right, so the good old GFS, right? Good old GFS. This is going into Labor Day weekend. There's well, let me go to the vorticity map here. This is what we're watching. This is it right here. This is a very weak signature of a low. This is not a storm. This is just a low pressure system that's got rotation. So it crosses over all land and plops out sometime. This is Monday. You can kind of see it on the wind barbs here. So it kind of sniffing a little bit a pull to the north, maybe. That's the GFS. Now nothing's organized. You can't even see it on the pressure maps. Very, 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 very weak signature. But the important thing is, like we talk about, is we're starting to look at steering patterns, and if something were to try to develop, we're looking at where it could go. So the GFS is now starting to pick up a little bit of vorticity, saying, we can maybe get a little something trying to spin, and unfortunately, look where it goes. Now that's not organized. Listen, that's just a little bit of blob of rain on the GFS. And the overnight 00Z kind of shows that same general thinking. that actually organized it. Wow, I didn't even look at the 0, 0. Yeah, so if you know me, I tease things during the live, and we showed the CMC. We talked about the spot before IDA formed, and some of the models backed off, but the CMC didn't. Now we're starting to see a little bit more. That's why I mentioned it today in the post that I put out on the spot. So the overnight GFS actually develops it. So that's, the bottom line is this. 91, crossing a lot of land. It's what it does here we got to worry about. And that would be Monday, Tuesday next week. So there's the GFS. Let's go to the latest Euro. The latest Euro is, let's see what it does. See if there's any hint of anything. And there it is right here next Monday. Nothing. But important thing is this. A little bit of low pressure signature here on Monday of next week. All right. Then we go to the icon. The icon is starting to sniff it. The reason that I mentioned it this morning was because once the icon and CMC start to kind of sniff the idea of low pressure, then it's time to start talking about it. And there's a little bit of sign of low pressure from the icon. Nothing organized yet. Just low pressure, Labor Day, Monday, Tuesday. And then, of course, the Canadian has been the only one. However, the Canadian has been amazing the last 2 years, in my opinion. And here we got our low pressure, and it's been consistently developing a system, and I shouldn't probably even show you that. But at least it's not strong yet. But so we got decent signatures by Labor Day. Whitney, what's up, Whitney? Third world country? Yeah, I know it's bad there, buddy. Yep, 900,000 people still without power. And we got a whole slew of linemen out there working. Yeah, Whitney, you're supposed to get storms up there today too, buddy. All right, so Invest 91, right? This is next Wednesday. Now, position-wise, if something were to develop, all the big models are pretty much showing the same thing as far as placement and timing. Midweek, right around here. So we're in the early stages of possibility of a little something trying to form in the bay. The thing that kind of can catch you off guard in the Bay of Campeche is storms spin up quick down there. Remember Jeff Masters, right? Weather Underground. There's a weird phenomenon here with the curvature of the land that helps spin systems quicker than normal in the bay. It's like a voodoo phenomenon. What's up, Eric? Man, them Rays, man. Wonko's still going, though. We're bound to lose eventually. So, there you go. Let's look at some ensembles. I added the ensemble link. I don't know why I didn't have them on there, but I got the website updated. Here's the ensemble link. 91 ensembles, Invest 91 ensembles, weathernerds.org. And there's really nothing on the Euro yet, but the GFS is now... The two takeaways I have is this. All the models are showing low. The general flow is that at this point in the game. Now, listen, we saw Ida was supposed to go straight across Mexico, but that was maybe more than 5 days out, too. this is kind of close. This is Monday, Tuesday next week. We could have a little bit of low pressure down there. So NAC's only giving it 20%. Put it to you that way. All right, so that's we got a few ensembles, not a lot, but obviously it's enough to talk about. So that could be what's next. See, a good thing I moved Hunter. You can hear him snoring, man. Like super duper loud. Larry. Larry. All right, where are the Euro ensembles? Why aren't they on the map? I'm going to go out 5 days. All right. So Larry, for some reason, I've learned over the years this. Let me close some windows. When we have a bad storm, for some reason, everybody wants the next storm to be bad too and defy all models. And I've seen a bazillion times people posting this was hitting the United States. I mean, I even saw it on TikTok last night. Somebody was sharing, Larry, here we go again. East Coast prepare, Category 6. I guess there's some guy online saying this is going to be a Category 6. So far, we don't have that. Now, Florence obviously taught everybody never say never, right? Never say never. I showed yesterday Florence spaghetti models started picking up on high pressure system that was let me see if I can pull it up here because it's fascinating to me. But as far as Larry goes, Larry's expected to be a major hurricane soon. Hurricane, it's now hurricane, but this is the official track. Bermuda definitely watching. We talked about it yesterday. Anything would be midweek next week. I should put an M there. Actually, that would be a hurricane. Not at low anymore. What is still low, but that would be midweek next week. Midweek. Week. Look at that cursive, man. I rock. Midweek. So we got a lot of time to watch it. But Florence, obviously, and Sandy. Sandy was another one. Sandy had models going out to sea. Sandy had models going towards the coast. It was all this race with this high pressure system, and ultimately, we know it turned. But this was spaghetti models for Florence. And it's almost the same place as Larry now. So, the only thing I'm wondering is there's some Euros going a little more west now. I'm not going to create any sort of what if scenarios unless we see any proof. Oh, is that TikTok time traveler? Yeah, I get all my weather from him. Sandy Smith. Sandy's here. So Florence models started picking up on this high pressure that was coming in, and we started seeing it. Spaghetti models are your friend. So far it's likely of a recurve, but I'll never say never in the tropics. This high pressure system breaks down or builds back in fast. There's a GFS really close to Bermuda, but it still keeps it east. Euro a little closer to Bermuda now. But the important thing is this. You're seeing this low pressure area coming in that breaks down our high a little bit, and it allows a path like that. So that's kind of what all the models are showing right now. It would take this to happen if this thing was to curve. We definitely got temporary pull north 100% because of Ida. You know, if this high pressure built back in quick like that because this trough didn't really materialize, well then, yeah, we could see something turn. But right now, we're not. So I don't want to, do the what if thing too much. And then the Canadian gets a little closer to Bermuda. So, as of now, and then the icon, Bermuda. So, we are seeing a trend to the west a little bit. Bermuda now is definitely watching close. I mean, we could have a major hurricane. We have a lot of folks in Bermuda. Don't call this a fish storm, because Bermuda will send out a task force to hunt you down. So that would be midweek next week, Bermuda. So I'd be watching close. What's up, Jennifer? Over there, YouTube land. I am not driving to Texas. I could send the kids home though. If this, well, no, I'm not. That'd be 3 trips in the Panhandle or Upper Gulf, not Panhandle. Hey, what's up, Dale Kindberg? Bad feeling. Scared. Don't be scared. Holy cow, man. Don't ever be scared unless, unless there's something showing possibilities right now. There's nothing showing anything. So it's what if scenario, right? Alyssa, morning. Dean, I wish I knew where to get it. It's on their website. If you go to an ABC, right? This is what you do. ABC website, Fine Wine and Spirits. How can we help you? Go over there and hit Hurricane Hunter, and it'll pop up. There it is. They could do the rest, and you can deliver it. But if they act like they don't know what the heck you're talking about, it's on their website. So that's all you got to do. Say, look at your dang website. All right, so back to Florence. Florence had models starting to pick up on this high pressure system. So the Euro though is confusing me now. We gotta find some Euro ensembles. Yeah, see, they're still curving. So that's there's your European ensembles, man, and there's really and there is a couple picking up on the Gulf. Oh boy. Not a lot, but showing you that we could see something possibly coming up. I'm gonna have to do a post on that. But as far as Larry goes, look at that. All 51 brains of the Euro are saying recurve. Not saying it won't change, but man, that's pretty high confidence. So I'm not gonna go against the name of my website, because we all love spaghetti models, and the GFS is doing the same. So that that's about as close as saying never, but like I said, you still got to watch these suckers. But when you don't have any indication on that high pressure building back in yet, keyword kind. That's why I said kind. Is it kind? Berg. You paid Texas clean coming to Houston. Hey, we flew to Texas. My truck's becoming kind of semi-famous, man. I'll be rolling in with the Storm Chaser. I'm getting stickers made up. It's been through 5 storms now. It's been in Zeta, Ada, Zeta, Ada, Elsa, Fred, and now Ida. 5. Chris, what's up, buddy? Yeah, they're supposed to be doing it real soon. It's like everything right now. Cans, supplies, shortages. They got their Oktoberfest out. Obviously needed to get that done in Ida. So, Linda, yeah, everybody talked about Florence recurving, but then we started seeing these little signs that high pressure was building back in. I remember tracking that with everybody. Remember we were talking about how the storm was possibly going to run into high pressure systems. But we also saw spaghetti models starting to show this too. They were becoming split. So right now we don't see that. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. But I am thinking that we're going to have to watch Invest 91. We have enough signature now that we could have a little low pressure spawn here down in the Bay of Campeche and possibly pull northward. So Whitney's hanging in over there. we got to name the truck. Hey, lambs. Yep. 20%. We talked a lot about it. I'm starting to think we might have a little something come out of this thing next week to watch. That CMC's been sniffing it. And now others are starting to sniff it too. Current MJO, Brian, what's up, buddy? I don't know. This is the time of the year I don't really look at the MJO because it seems like it's favorable. Glad you pointed it out, man. I haven't looked at it in a while. So it's enhanced, the MJO. Vertical, what's the date on this one? 8/31. Yeah. So velocity potential. Remember, this was so green for Ida. Velocity potential is part of the MJO, but another huge factor, I think, that Ida was able to intensify so fast amongst everything else that it had. So technically, the MJO will be enhanced for next week. The Global Tropics Hazards Prediction Center is showing the same thought process here that we can see. What the heck was that? No, man, I click an ad. I always click ads. Now I don't even know where it went. Sometimes Google automatically pops ads up. There we go. And there we go. So that's the week of September 1st to September 7th. So we'll see. Could be. Donkey Truck 1. And to get CB. We had some great advice on what to pack for next time. Mindy, is that the next name? Heck, I don't even know what the next name is. What are these? Why am I getting these still? I know the NOAA servers were having a hard time. I'll give them another day. See, these are two. Oh, yesterday we were going to look at the temperature map. Somebody and I forgot. But the names first. The names is Mindy. Mark and Mindy. Remember Mindy? I remember Mark and Mindy. I watched Mark and Mindy. There they are. She was kind of cute. Had that 70s vibe. So there's Mark and Mindy. Nanu Nanu. I always talk about all these sitcoms. Like, when did we find time to watch these sitcoms? Every time I pull up another sitcom, it's like, man, we watched a lot of TV as kids growing up. All right, here is your water anomaly map, and look at that. It's kind of neat. Oh, I gotta zoom it over here, actually. And then we zoom in here. But hey, look. So it cooled down. That's the water anomaly map. Now that's Fred. Believe it or not, Fred cooled the water down a little bit. Obviously, it wasn't enough for Ida. Ida went over that strong. So Fred was more along the panhandle side, and Ida went over the loop current. And we got a little bit of cool water down the bay, which is good news, right? But we're seeing that cool down a little bit. We don't see that massive warm pocket. You can almost see a little bit of lighter colors that Ida pulled in. So that's kind of neat. As far as actual loop eddies, I think there was one floating around Texas. Oh my God, it got all disrupted. Look at that. Holy crap. I wonder if that was because of Ida. I don't know. But Ida definitely disrupted the Mork. Mork and Mindy. Sorry. Mark and Mindy. Mork. Man, the flooding is, where's that at? New York. Brooklyn, New York. Man, and flooding pictures are incredible. But Ida did a number on the loop current. It created all kinds of craziness in the Gulf. That's wild. J-Storm was kind of during Ida. I don't know if Julian, was it? And Kate came out of two little systems that didn't, they were only around like a couple days. I think they were all around during Ida. Stars, I don't know, stars. It's a Facebook thing. They're pennies. I get them though. Yeah, Julian formed and fizzled like quick. No internet, Mike Soul. Yep. I do remember Dukes of Hazzards on Friday night. Knight Rider. Fall Guy. BJ and the Bear. The Gulf Stream. It's got to be tough though, man. It's a Chevy, so I gotta come up with something catchy, you know. All right, so what else we got? So that video that I shared this morning was Laplace. And this is the street. So if you go back to the beginning of my video that I took, was I went down this main street. This is where all the flooding was. But that was the road that I drove on the opening show. And those drone videos that I took of the flooding was all this area here. Lots of water rescues. Laplace. See, Whitney, my buddy told me yesterday. Donald Chips was my favorite, Cindy. TJ Hooker, I remember that. For some reason, Chips was it for me. That was my number one show growing up. My mom and dad, when we had trips to take, they would, when I would ask how long it would take, they'd say, it's one Chips. Whitney says dead fish. I believe it. The Intimidator. That would be kind of cool. The Coninator. I should name it Dumbass for driving down some of these roads. Chips was great. All right. So we're going to wind down. See, I got some updates to do. I guess we'll post. Yeah, Joe, what's that called? Indian Pass Raw Bar. Yeah, so I do need suggestions. The Hulk. Gotta remember the Hulk. Never really watched Dallas. Shelly wants a shirt. My name is Sheila. Yeah, so listen, seriously. So we're going to be checking in Friday, Mexico Beach. So we need ideas, like where to go. We're putting together maybe a meet and greet with Scallops Cove there. I got her call. But where's a good bar, man? What's close? We want to eat out Saturday night, Sunday night, and then I want to Uber around town, and so I need to find out what bars are open late around Mexico Beach. So I was looking at it last night. I emailed the Ace Hardware. Does anybody know the Ace Hardware lady? I emailed Ace Hardware. Oh, come on. Oh, hell, I'm on the wrong side here. I'm just checking out all the areas. But anyway, Scallops Cove, I think it's somewhere on this little, off of Cape San Blas. But there's a Piggly Wiggly. But anyway, there's an Ace Hardware. I'm trying to find, there it is. Kathy, are you watching? So I want to buy a fire pit. It appeared, and I'm sure they're back open, but I want to get a fire pit. So Kathy at Ace Hardware in Mexico Beach, if you got a fire pit, hold it. I'll buy it, and I need some wood. Because you can't hang out at the beach without a fire pit. Oh, look at that. It just popped on their coffee. Caribbean coffee. Somehow my TikTok started running. TikTok. All right. So, how about that? Lucky the Chevy. Yeah, we got a lot of flooding going on there. I talked a lot about it, Muhammad. It's awful. I got the news on, watching it right now. It's historic. 1 in 500 year flood. 5 inches. They had 3 inches plus in 1 hour in New York last night, and 5 inches in like 2 hours span. And just things can't hold up like that. Kathy. That's right, Kathy. Cool, Michael. See you, Jennifer. Piggly Wiggly has some good chicken. I have to go to the Piggly Wiggly. I think, oh, my mother-in-law. Oh, look at that. The Crab Shack. There's supposed to be some good restaurant here. Julie said. There's a, apparently there's some famous restaurant on the beach. I don't know. Killer Seafood. Takeout. Chevy Chase. That's funny, Lisa. Cool. Cruise, Shauna. Yeah, well, I didn't want to talk about it. Well, we got all this crap going on, but listen, go to my website right here. Check it out. We got the MWP Cruise. We're going to start hyping it up again once things slow down, but totally excited about it. It's in March. No hurricanes in March 2022. big thanks to ABC and Coastal Claims. They're helping sponsor that so we can put it all together and make it happen. We're going to be giving away a lot of swag. We're going to be doing fun stuff at night. We're going to be doing trivia. We're going to be doing like a Family Feud thing. We're going to be doing a cocktail party. We're going to have a private music area to hang out one night. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff on the brand new Mardi Gras. And it's kid friendly, by the way. We're bringing our kids. Brand new ship, the Mardi Gras. It's crazy. The ship's got like 20-some decks or something like that. It's got like pools on every floor. It's got a roller coaster on it. That's where I'll be hanging out. But anyway, good times, man. We might be closing in on 100 cabins already. So Sean, email Sean. He'll take care of you. Any questions that you have, and definitely put on your bucket list. All right. Well, listen. These are always recorded. Come on back and watch it. Sarah, we talked about Larry a bunch. So far, it's swinging close to Bermuda, but all models. I can't even say. I have to say all models at this point are showing a recurve. But Bermuda's watching. So right now, we don't even have the one Drunk Donkey spaghetti model yet showing impacts to the East Coast yet. So it could change. But as of now, the bigger thing is the watch is going to be Invest 91 come early next week. So crazy. Yeah, Whitney, I know, buddy. I hate it, man. This Ida, man, it's been unbelievable. The flooding, the inland flooding, inland flooding. Think about it. They talk about inland flooding with tropical systems. More of a, chance of death. Water-related injuries are around 90% for hurricanes, and we're seeing it now, unfortunately, with the flooding going on. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So just awful scenes this morning still from Ida last night, bringing like crazy record rains. Some of that rainfall totals were just through the roof last night. So here's Bobby Storm just posted this: multiple vehicles on fire and due to manholes exploding. What the hell? Bobby just shared this on Twitter. Multiple vehicles are on fire on Avenue K and East 21 due to manholes exploding underneath cars. Manholes exploding because of the water pressure underneath them. Several cars on fire. That's crazy. What the hell, man? Who would have freaking heard of that? I guess 5 years ago was Hermine. We were out in Oldsmar, Orioles Park with Surge. I got pictures with Emily standing on the benches. We had Surge here in Oldsmar. And I guess we can look at long range. There's my buddy Matt. Little story with Matt. So he's the Wink News dude. He's awesome. He posts the most coolest stuff online. And he was getting a lot of crap for hyping. And so I was like, "You such a hyper." And he messaged me like, "I hope you're kidding." I'm like, "Yeah, I was kidding." But I follow him. He's a good dude. He said he's going to buy some beer. Let's look at long range because there's some signatures, I guess, after. Man, look at that picture. That was Lafitte Prove, where the heck's that at? But that's pretty high water right there. Think about it. Look at that. Look at that. There's a sign. That's about 12 foot. I never really got into Twitter, but if you follow weather pages in news, you get a lot of stuff. So here's a river, Skolnick River. I don't even know where that's at. Pennsylvania. So we got a river near Norristown. Previous record was 25. It's going to be 26, almost 27 foot. Pennsylvania. Man, flooding is just epic. Wow. Philadelphia. That's big news, man. They just tweeted that 8:30 this morning. So that's the Schuylkill River. Is that I pronounce it right? I don't know, but it's going to be record. So we're going to have flooding from that. Unfortunately, just rain, man. Rain. Just there's more videos of that. So that's the news this morning. Schuylkill River. All kinds of pictures coming in. Look at this. That's this morning. Would you be driving on that bridge? 9 o'clock? Look at that. And here's what it normally looks like. Here's just so many scenes of that. Look at these cars completely underwater. You can't even see the tops of the cars, man. That's ridiculous. So it's not only New York, Pennsylvania too. Boy, it's all over the news now. Well, that's because I hashtagged it. All right, one more thing we're going to look at. Let's look at long range. What's coming up behind Larry? Let's see what we got behind Larry. See if there's anything coming behind Larry we got to watch. Let me just hit play. What the hell am I doing here? All right. So behind Larry, on the European, we got another wave. Now, the only thing that's scary about this next one, sometimes they follow in the footsteps, but if that high pressure builds back in, it could be more of a low rider. And high is starting to build in. So 10 days out, there's really nothing showing. But the pattern is showing that once Larry's gone, high pressure really builds back in. And in 10 days, if we were to get a wave, this is more classic pattern here of our high pressures being strong, to watch. So, Europeans pretty good about predicting upper air patterns. So, they're showing the possibility that after Larry, we could still see high pressure build back in, if anything were to form. And here's September 14th. I mean, that's so far away, but next weekend, the 12th, that's the same time frame as the Euro. High pressure is pretty strong. So if anything did try to come across, possibly, after Larry, then we could see it maybe. There's the next 2 waves after Larry. Very weak signature, but high pressure is strong. And these are a little bit more low riders. You can see it right here. The following weekend, the 12th, could be, then it does all kinds of weird stuff when you get that far down the road. But the important thing to note is this. Following weekend, after Larry, high pressure builds in, and, we'll be watching a wave. Wave. Wake me up when September ends. Whitney, I'm afraid October. What are you talking about, buddy? October could be interesting too. They're predicting, let's see, we haven't had any outlooks in a while, have we? Let's see when the latest outlook was printed was the 30th. 3 days ago. Let's see what the La Nina prediction is for. So that, this is fresh. So La Nina is still predicted peak here September, going in October, November. So La Nina chances increasing. Blue is La Nina. La Nina. So up to 70%. So that, unfortunately for us here in the Southeast, that usually means, more Caribbean action to watch. Andrew Glover, nothing to stress about in Texas. Just know that there's a chance that early week we could see a little low pressure starting to develop that could head your way middle week next week. But there's not a lot of signature yet, but there is enough to talk about it that we could see that Invest 91 try to get going in the Bay of Campeche. And what does La Nina mean? I got this graphic over here. La Nina just means this. Typical influence means cooler Pacific waters create less wind shear across. So there's less wind shear under La Nina years, which means we could have more increased activity later in the season. So still on par for that. That's that. So it's a good show. No, 100% no brew Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Don't know about tomorrow yet. Me and Shelly are talking about doing something. Maybe, I don't know. We might do an unboxing. I don't know when though. I don't know what Julie's got. I'm scheduled tomorrow yet, but but yeah. So listen, Ida's still fresh in our minds. Louisiana, all the way up now to New England, dealing with some really serious flooding going on. They're interviewing New Jersey right now. They got flooding. It's just crazy. Crazy that the storm, and it's still raining down here in Florida because of it. Can you believe it? Look at this. It's still connected. My favorite radar map in the world. WTSP Bobby Deskins. Look at that. So this is stretching all the way still connected to Ida. Ida got you talk about a tail, that's a big ass, that's like a mullet. Ida's got a mullet. There's Ida, and there's her mullet. All the way down in lower Texas, Louisiana. And we got storm threats for lower Louisiana today, unfortunately. SPC showing that chance here for... So, part of that front's going to drift south into southern Louisiana by late this afternoon, evening, along the southwest fringe of a lingering mid-level trough. Moderate buoyancy is expected. Widely scattered thunder showers. Unfortunately, could be some microbursts with some minor localized wind damage. Well, what does that mean? I don't think you can damage anything more in Louisiana from a little afternoon thunderstorm. Not after Ida, But anyway, if you're working out there, linemen, listen, seriously, spread the word, man. You don't want to be out in bucket trucks when the storms are out there. So that, you got a threat for thunderstorms later this afternoon to watch out for. Bobby used to be here, Eastern North Carolina. Cool, Connie. Yeah, I follow him. He's a good dude. Yeah, man. Whitney, I wish I had a tarp, buddy. That's something I need to add to my list, I guess, to have tarp. But hey, listen, seriously, don't worry. I'll be posting all weekend as always. So if there's anything going on, don't worry. The website and everything will be still active. It just we won't be live Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Joe Dirt, cool. All right, well, hey, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We'll keep you posted on tomorrow's live if we do one or not. Supporters, to make sure you pay attention to our group page. Again, the Amazon list that everybody put together during the chase is unfreaking believable. So thank you to everybody on that. And we'll do some unboxings for that here in a little bit. Yeah, so there you go. All right, well, be good. Have a great Thursday. We'll see everybody real soon as I sip Celsius. John, I'm waiting on John to message me. Celsius would make a great fit to our page. At least a free Celsius for every live.